started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now, first meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll, a lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got it on the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Lost a throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This crowd full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than...
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Fox. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the 1st drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away their first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's James. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Open field on the right. Big play, takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. Got his man. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Fighting off the defender. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Finds his man. It's Wormley. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Fox. quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
At the 12-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
And the Trojans will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
Here we go, set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to get it in. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
He's now 2nd.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, USC. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 10 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop, we get the offense the ball back in great field position, great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Young. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Fox. That's caught. It's Wormley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
27, jump!
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Gilbert. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it! They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So it can...
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manager. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Sprinting away. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Nah, Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Barrett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Going to try to get it, turning it on. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Fox. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Still on his feet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Fox. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyons. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Flushed out of the pocket. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Young. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the kneel, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And he's not going to take the touchback. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Power football with the run. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The give on the inside. Looking for room at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got a man. It's Brooks.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
To the air, it's Fox. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brooks. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it from the gun.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Fox. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Perez. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
This is why he's so difficult to defend. It doesn't matter how many yards you need because he can chew them up so fast, whether you think it's going to be a pass and then all of a sudden he pulls it down. This guy's got so much athletic ability that he can make you pay from anywhere on the field.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Fox. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for 2. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
Just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look, just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He wants to throw it. It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking for room. It's Young. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Buys a little extra time. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense.